Live.
Hey, all right. It has been some time. I know you all have missed my voice coming through your airwaves and on your cell phone speakers and computer speakers and wherever you are listening to the Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Podcast. It's been a crazy it's been a crazy year, crazy month for sure. Good to be back. I know Tommy, you and Theron did a couple weeks ago. You guys did a two-man gig.
Let's never talk about that episode again, man. it was so ragtag. It just had no outline, no quiet areas. People were like opening the fridge wherever Theron was during the middle of the broadcast, and
Oh god.
it was just horrible. But yeah, man, we ran the 2-man booth. I remember you and Theron did one. I think that's on. I think it's on Podbean or something, or on iTunes. You and Theron did one too. I forgot where it was.
Yeah, it was our special report.
Yeah, special report one. And then I think this will be the first time in at least over a month, man.
Feels like it. Feels like it.
I think last time was the Hell in the Cell episode preview, where all three of us are together at the baseball playoffs.
Oh my gosh, that's right. Oh man. Well, hey, in baseball news, the Dodgers lost.
So the Diamondbacks, though,
Shut up.
and the Yankees,
Yeah.
not in our pool.
Oh man. So Theron should be joining us here, but right now it is a Cuphead and Mugman episode.
The classic episodes. Yeah, it's like the vintage Bros for Elbows.
1930s jazz music.
Yeah, down at the old speakeasy talking pro wrestling.
Have you played, by the way, have you heard about Cuphead and Mugman?
Well, is that like One Punch Man or whatever?
Oh, One Punch Man is great. No, this is it's a Xbox game and a computer game, and it actually is designed like a 1930s cartoon. They did it the same exact way 1930s cartoons were made: watercolor, cell animation. But it's a video game. It's mainly boss battles. You should look it up. It's so hard. It's so freaking hard to play, dude.
It's like a side scroller, like Mega Man, or like Contra, or like what is it?
Yeah. It's like a side scroller, like Mega Man, and kind of the same idea. Just blast, just unlimited ammo. You have unlimited lives, and as far as like, okay, so you only get 3 hits. Your dude can only take 3 hits per boss, and after that you're dead and you start over. But you have unlimited times that you can fight a boss, right? So you can spend like hours trying to fight one boss, dude.
That's intense.
Needless to say, dude, it is so hard. But you can do 2 players. You can be Mugman as the second player, and you're basically just like a teacup, but it's called Cuphead because his head is a cup. And you just shoot. You shoot little pellet things out of your fingers, and you're basically just trying to retrieve souls for the devil. Because you've like gambled away your soul. So now in order to get your soul back, you have to fight these bosses and take their souls, their contracts for their souls. And it's really good, dude. The animation is freaking bonkers, dude.
That storyline got get dark quick.
Everyone,
a thing called Cupman, Mugman. Oh my gosh. Oh man. But yeah, man. So you're back from Arizona, Florida, and now you're in Portland, and now you're moving.
Oh, so
your last 6 weeks has been pretty much summed that up.
So in Seattle. I was in Seattle for like 24 hours.
There you go.
We're actually learning about Mugman. Or Cuphead and Mugman.
It all ties back.
It all ties back. But yeah, so quick thing. So we were in Phoenix for Liz's graduation, of course, to see family and hang out. And then we left Phoenix to go to Florida to visit some friends in Boca Raton, which was amazing. They surprised us with tickets to Disney World.
Oh,
so yeah, it was nuts. So Liz and I and little man Rocco got to go to Disney World. Liz has never been to Disney World, and of course Rocco has never been.
That's awesome, man.
It was fantastic, dude. We had such a blast. We got there early. We did our fast pass the night before, so we picked some of the rides that we wanted
You could do the night before. You could do the night before now.
Do it like days in advance for your fast pass.
Oh, that's nice.
It's pretty sweet. So, and you get like, I think they give you. We got 3, but you could buy additional fast passes.
Oh, okay, that's a good idea. It saves on the lines, man.
Oh, dude, totally, man. Totally. So we did like Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean, and then we did Jungle Cruise for our fast pass. And we just wanted a bunch of little rides at Rocco, and it's fun, man. Surprisingly, there are a ton of rides. But
Uh
you can go on. You could literally bring an infant.
huh.
Yeah.
You could bring a newborn.
Basically, dude, there's so many rides that you just sit in a little like buggy thing, and then they
Mhm.
just like 2 miles per hour and go and just like ride around. So it was fun. And then we came back to Portland, and I went up to Seattle to do some recording.
Mhm.
And then came back, and during that time in Seattle, Liz texted me saying, "Hey, the landlords are selling the house." So
Oh gosh.
rug swept under us, and we're like, "Okay, well, all right, cool." So found a place, luckily, literally right down the street, same layout, bigger house.
Nice.
Um, Pretty sweet. So yeah, man. So things are the dust is somewhat settling, and now, of course, we're back doing a show and getting the show back on track. And we moved to a new night. I don't know if we're going to continue doing Thursdays. Probably, maybe.
Maybe day episodes depending on what happens.
Yeah. I know. Schedules get all crazy and stuff, but that's kind of the
We're in three
flexibility of the show.
we're in three different time zones now, man. You're on Pacific time, I'm on Mountain time, and Theron's on Eastern time.
Oh, you're right. You're 9:41 right now.
Yeah, and yeah, you're
Uh,
8:41, and Theron's 11:41. Wherever he's driving, he's probably in the Wendy's drive-through right now. There, he probably stopped off for a pre show snack. So, have you been keeping up on wrestling over the last couple of weeks?
It's been up and down. I did watch the latest episode of SmackDown. I have
Nice.
not caught up on NXT. I am like a month behind. So that I'm completely clueless on. But I
Mhm.
have been following the Survivor Series. I do have to say really quick that I'm sad that James Ellsworth has been released.
Uh, yeah, let's talk about that, man. What that was like out of nowhere, man, because he was just in like a big storyline of him, Carmella, and Becky Lynch like two
Yeah,
weeks ago.
his contract was up.
Still, man, I feel like if they could have used him like on 205 Live or
Oh,
something, or
they
just
might
like,
bring him back.
yeah, true. What is he gonna do on the Indies?
Yeah, I think he owns a promotion.
Yeah, he's like from Baltimore. Yeah, he's from Maryland area. Yeah, he was like the champion of the promotion,
Give me
whatever.
dream. And check this out, dude. I saw a funny meme on
Bros for
Facebook
elbows.
on was it the Bros? No, maybe.
No, I'm just joking because you're making memes.
Oh, no. This was on the Pro Wrestling Talk 24/7 the Facebook thing, and it was that he has, what was it? It was 3 title matches, 3 wins against AJ Styles, eliminated Braun Strowman at Survivor Series, 1 Money in the Bank. The legend, dude. He has like one of the best decorated careers.
Oh yeah, someone said like his overall like record, he was like 11-6. Like he won 11 matches and lost. It's amazing, dude. Like especially like when Bray Wyatt's like on the wrong side of even. I mean, that's just hilarious, man. It's just he did have a decorated run, man, for like whatever year, 13 months it was. It was awesome.
For a comedy act, it was perfect. It was absolutely, and you know what? Somebody had said that like I think another wrestler had said like, dude, so many people got to live vicariously through you.
It's
Like,
true, man.
you are the man with 2 hands that made the dream possible. Like, everybody thought you were a joke and just a jabroni, but it turns out that like you were great, and he is.
And
And he was the first one to do an intergender match, like a
true,
legitimate intergender match.
especially in WWE. I mean, they do that in Lucha Underground and maybe Impact or ROH, but yeah, in WWE, that's kind of huge.
I never thought that would happen. I always thought it'd be great, especially with Becky Lynch.
Hmm.
And he did it, dude. He pulled it off. And it was great. He held his own. That was a good match.
And apparently during like the European tour, like on the house shows, like everyone hit their finishers on him like every day or did like stunners or something. I saw like video like from fan cam or whatever. I was like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. There was a night where he took stunners. There was a night where he took other finishers. Like, yeah, every night he just got demolished by all the women.
Some people, I think I saw on Reddit thread, like, has there ever been like a better jobber? Like a guy who was brought in as a jobber and then like got signed on by the WWE and like ran with it. Like I don't know, maybe like 1, 2, 3 Kid like back in the day, but I don't, like other than that, like you just don't see jobbers like more than 1 week in a row.
No, he did it, dude. He had one of the best decorated careers. He beat AJ Styles like 3 times, bro.
I hope he goes in the Hall of Fame like 5 or 10
Yes.
years from now. I mean, why not, dude?
James Ellsworth, dude. Yes. Oh, that's what I love about WWE. So that's, I'm caught up on that. But let's talk about Survivor Series. Let's talk about what's going down. So I know we wanted to do some picks. I know we wanted to do some draft stuff. Obviously, we're gonna wait for Team Monies to show up at some point. But let's talk about real quick. Jason Jordan getting the boot, and Triple H inserting himself. Did you see that?
That was surprising, man. Like I kind of think he was gonna get the boot, but I thought it was gonna be for someone already on the roster, maybe, or maybe they'd announced like on Sunday. I didn't think Triple H would just walk down the ring. And this is the first time Triple H was here since I think WrestleMania. I can't
Really?
think. I'm trying to think. Was he at SummerSlam or anywhere in between?
I know he's been at some house shows, but not like on TV.
Yeah, so that's crazy for him to come down. I mean, just look how stacked these teams are. It's Kurt Angle, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, and Triple H versus Shane, Randy Orton, Bobby Roode, Shinsuke, and John Cena. Like there's like no like weak link. Like how are they going to do like a 5-man elimination? Like where they have to go eliminate people one by one. So I mean it's cool. I mean I was kind of liking they were giving Jordan like a chance because he's complete underdog in that match. He's probably gonna get pinned first, but yeah, I don't. I mean, adding Triple H to that match is just like takes it to another level. It's like it's crazy. It's like an all star. It's like watching like the MLB All Star game or NBA All Star game.
Yeah. Well, I think
So
to Stephanie's point, she was mad at Kurt because she's like, "What are you doing putting your son into this match? Like they have John Cena, you dummy. Like you really think that Jason Jordan's gonna be able to defend, or go against any of these guys? Like no. Like so
yeah,
it kind of makes sense, but at the same time, like poor Jordan.
the crowd hated him, man. Like every time when he was announced for the team, they booed. And like every time he came out, they booed. Like he's becoming like the new, saying he was like the new Rocky Maivia, like the new guy. Like they're trying to make a baby face who they hate.
Yeah, you can't force that, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You can't, and it kind of came out of nowhere. I don't know what they were trying to do with the storyline with Kurt Angle. Like, I don't know. It's like, why did you break up American Alpha?
Yeah, that was such a good team, man. And SmackDown
Great.
needed team. Yeah.
It was a great team, and they could have done so much with it, but they yanked him, and
Mm-hmm.
then they put him in the storyline, give him crappy music, throw like match, like good match, good match, good match, one after the other, and he loses all of them, and yet
Mm-hmm.
he still gets, opportunities for title matches, which doesn't make sense. So it's like that's the wrong formula, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
Triple H or WWE's writing, the
Mm-hmm.
creative team is like, well, if we just do this, eventually he'll get over, and it's like that's the worst way to do it because
Mm-hmm.
you're clearly trying to force this guy down our throats, and we don't want that. Like, why are you doing? Put him in a match against Curtis Axel. Put him in a match against anybody else but Roman Reigns, but John Cena.
Yeah, it's weird. Have him lose all those matches.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like, yeah, I WWE does this a lot. They don't have like people like build up the card. They don't start at the bottom and like work their way up the ladder. They don't do that very often. Like where people like start the ladder, like lose a couple times, have like a small feud, move up to a bigger feud, maybe get a title shot, lose the title shot, maybe then go after the title shot. They don't like they kind of like hop up and down the rungs of the ladder. Like they're not going in order.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like Jordan, yeah, he just kind of got like okay, he got broken up and then he started right at the top, like wrestling everyone. Like it just didn't make any sense, like character wise or storyline wise. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe he should be like, yeah,
Well, here's the thing, because if he's going against Cena, Cena's not going to lose.
yeah,
If you put him up against Roman Reigns, he's not going to lose.
hmm
You know what I mean? So it's like, why are you putting this guy in impossible situations? Right? Like,
yeah,
if you want someone to get over, they need to win.
yeah.
You're not going to get him over by having him fight really, really tough contenders, and the crowd is somehow going to be empathetic to his efforts.
Especially because he didn't even earn those title shots. He didn't earn those
Exactly.
big matches. Like you said, he didn't start with Curtis Axel or Bo Dallas and work his way up. He got hot shot. I think he had a little feud with the Miz too, which didn't even really make sense either. So I don't know. That guy's people are talking maybe he'll turn heel this
Sure.
weekend.
Ride
Started.
the wave. Let him be let him be evil. Let everybody hate him because people don't like him. And then he
Mhm.
can turn. Have him have a run of being evil for a year.
Yeah,
And
stick with it. Yeah.
stick with it. And then eventually you can become a good guy. Maybe you bring Gable over and reform American Alpha. People would like that.
People would, yeah. What else happened? What else did you catch on SmackDown or Raw? What do you think about did you see where Raw came over and beat up everyone on SmackDown?
No, I did miss that. I did miss that. But I did read about it, and that's crazy.
Yeah, that's cool. Do you see the one where or SmackDown came on to Raw?
I saw where Natty grabbed a handful of Zack Ryder.
I didn't see that part. When was that?
Oh, it's funny, dude. Like they were so SmackDown was invading Raw, and Natty was like trying to hold people back, and she just straight up grabbed a handful of Zack Ryder. And like the picture of him like looking down, like what? It like kind of smiling. Yeah, the broski package, bro.
Oh, gross.
And it was funny, man. So people on Twitter were like, what does Tyson Kidd think about this? And blah, blah, blah. And then Natty said, like, oh my God, I totally didn't mean for that to happen. And then she had a picture of like her hugging Zack Ryder and Zack Ryder just covering himself, like, as a joke. But it was really funny. But yeah, I kind of took totally away from them invading on Raw. But that was cool. Nonetheless, the invasion was cool. Under Siege. I'm down with that.
Yeah, I think that was kind of cool. I think it was a good build up to Survivor Series, which I think we have a run in.
Oh, what? From the back entrance, it's T-Money's running in with some Kentucky Fried Chicken and gravy.
I think he's still putting on his headphones, but we can still hear him.
Yep, a little earphone shuffle.
I think he's trying to put our podcast under siege.
Oh, what? Well, let's do this. Let's take a quick little commercial break here in the live episode, and then T-Money should be situated by then. But you are listening to the Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Podcast. Welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Feels great to be back. Of course, huge shout out to our sponsor, MikeMonster.com, where you can get your official Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Podcast t-shirt. We're giving away a 20% discount. Just type in Bros Before Elbows into the promo code section, and you will get 20% off of your purchase, all your purchase. You get more than one thing, rad, 20% off. So definitely take advantage of that. MikeMonster.com. Of course, please subscribe to the show on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Podbean, iTunes. We are all over the board. Instagram, we've got some consistent meme action going on, which are pretty funny. And but of course, huge shout out to all of our listeners in the States, across the world. Thank you very much for listening. Absolutely super great that you check out the show. Share it with a friend. Share the show with anybody that is a pro wrestling fan. And of course, like our social media pages. But back to the show. We're going to talk about Survivor Series. We got T-Monies who should be situated by now. If not, hey, we're going to be talking about Survivor Series.
There, can you hear us?
I've heard everything you've said for the last 3 minutes.
Yes.
We can hear you now, which is important.
Oh, good. That's awesome. What's up, dudes? How you been? Sorry it took so long.
Oh, it's all good, man. You's a working man.
Always.
American Dream. They're in Leonce.
The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Yo, dude, if yous ain't grinding, yous ain't grinding. Right?
Right. Exactly. If you ain't certain things, then you ain't that guy. You're just a guy.
Yeah, man. If you ain't making money, then you ain't making money.
The guy.
Darren, what's on your mind pro wrestling wise? Because we picked Anthony's mind briefly some topics in my mind. We talked about James Ellsworth.
It doesn't matter what you talked about.
Oh, okay.
Let me just say this. First and foremost, there's so many things going on in the world of pro wrestling, it doesn't even make sense. Chris Jericho's fighting Kenny Omega in the Japanese-style IWGP New Japan Pro Wrestling, all the way to Bangkok prison-style match, the Hangover Part 5. What else is going on? Can you guys hear me? Am I talking in the
sure,
Yeah, man. We'll let you rant.
There's so much happening. Like, so much has happened. I don't think we've done a podcast since before the Shield officially. I think the last podcast we did The Shield was still an idea. It was still a thought.
Oh, God, why does it sound so long ago?
It was October 5th, actually.
No, maybe they had. Yeah, they were a thought. They were an idea. We had that happen. We had a virus infect half of the or a couple people in the locker room happen. People are bouncing back from that. We had 2 pay-per-views, if I'm not mistaken, between the last time we did a podcast and now.
Really make us
So
look
there's
bad.
just so much going on, man. I don't even know where to start. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are best friends now. Don't even know what's going on with that. Ric Flair does a 30 for 30 special, and I want to give a shout out to the Nature Boy and his daughter for capturing her 4th or 5th women's title. Thought that documentary was really, really legit. Gives you some good insight into wrestling. What's your take on breaking the 4th wall? Because, we grew up watching wrestling, and I don't know when you guys decided it was fake, but for me, it wasn't until high school.
It's not fake, bro.
I believed everything I saw. And one word that Flair used to describe wrestling, because someone asked him in an interview, this is fake. And he's like, it's not fake. It's choreographed. That's the best way to describe wrestling. It's choreographed. It is equivalent to a woman that likes to watch a ballet. It's a story, right? And we want to be entertained by the story. So that was cool. A lot of people got released in the last month.
True, yeah.
James Ellsworth on the left field. Every chin has a fight, and you're fired. Get out of here. We don't need you anymore. I'm sorry. 6 months ago, we said maybe Ellsworth will get buff and become this guy, and that just never happened. As a matter of fact, he went in the opposite direction, because back then he was in the WWE title picture. Now, upon his release, he was just a lapdog for the women's division. He took a stunner from all the women in the women's division, which I didn't understand because half of them were heel. So it's like, what's a curtain call anymore? That's not even a thing. They break down the heel face thing all the time. There's just so much happening, man. There's just so much going on. Daniel Bryan gets chokeslammed. Let's talk about that. How come Daniel Bryan can take a chokeslam, but he can't wrestle? Are you kidding me?
The lights went out, bro. We don't know.
We know exactly what happened. Shut up. He took a chokeslam. He already admitted it on SmackDown Live. You hush your mouth. You hush your mouth right now. As a matter of fact, you sit down when you pee now. How about that?
Thorne's coming in hot fire, man.
How does he take a choke slam through a table or whatever? But
you just said 2 seconds ago how everything is choreographed.
Okay, fine, it's choreographed. But the fact of the matter is, Daniel Bryan has not been cleared by WWE. He's been cleared by everybody else. If he leaves after his contract is up, he's wrestling somewhere. But why let him take a choke slam if you're not going to let him get back into the ring?
Maybe they're teasing that, bro.
Yeah, maybe they are teasing.
Maybe they are.
Maybe we're going to get Kane versus Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Only way you could ruin a Daniel Bryan comeback.
And then on top of all that, I'm not done yet.
Oh, come on. Soapbox is getting large.
Jason freaking Jordan.
We talked about that, actually.
Gets axed for the game. Like, what? Are you kidding
me? Yeah, dude, no, we're not kidding you. Jason Jordan's terrible.
But yeah, screw you, screw out American Alpha, screw your test tube daddy. And,
wow, test tube daddy.
Gonna be the guy. It's just Triple H, he does that on a regular. He's just like
Triple H.
Look, man, that's the game.
Gonna stang.
B is the game. Insert self here. Screw Raw. Men's 5-on-5 out of match somehow. Blame Kurt Angle. WrestleMania 34. Here we go.
I think we should get into our Survivor Series picks after that.
I'm not even done yet.
Wait.
But I'm gonna have to be. Look, AJ Styles is your WWE champion.
Wow.
Kudos to the modern day Maharaja. Maybe
not kudos to him.
No one really cares. Your Indian tour has been reduced to one show, not two, not three, not four, but one show. And they've soured on this whole Jinder Mahal push. AJ Styles is the champ. Brock Lesnar is the Universal champ. Let's see what happens when these two collide in the ring in 2 days. I'm really excited.
At WrestleMania.
lastly, and then whatever. There's been 3 title changes in like the last 2 weeks. The tag team championship changed hands. The
women's title
changed hands, and the SmackDown Live Women's Championship changed hands. 3 title changes in 2 weeks, just like that. That's great.
See, yeah, you summed up the last 6 weeks in an epic 5-minute rant. You didn't take a breath the whole time.
That was fire and brimstone promo, dude.
Man, he just threw the mic at the crowd. Ate a guy hot dog.
By the blacked out.
It's cool, man.
All right. Well, one thing I want to say about Ellsworth, real quick.
Oh gosh,
because I did find the little meme thing. Excuse me, at Pro Wrestling Talk 24/7. Which, if you guys aren't a part of that, you should definitely try to get in on that. It's a really great forum on Facebook, like 3,000 plus members, and it's just really good ranting. Theron, you would absolutely thrive in this environment. But
especially after that rant.
Yes, there's a meme that I'm going to read here about James Ellsworth. Holds 3 victories over AJ Styles, wrestled for the WWE Championship twice, eliminated Braun Strowman at Survivor Series, said F the rules at Money in the Bank, outsold Roman Reigns and Goldberg shirt sales, didn't take Cena's crap, #legend. That's amazing. That was James Ellsworth run, dude. I forgot that he had a match with John Cena.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I forgot about that too.
We haven't even seen Super Cena.
Wait, what?
But he's wrestling on Sunday.
We can get to that in the preview.
Yeah, we should. We should hop into our picks let's hop into the picks for Survivor Series. I don't have the list in front of me, so
I do.
Perfect.
Okay, perfect.
Don't you worry. Tommy Guns always has it under control.
Except last episode where everything went to hell in a handbasket.
Listen, man, I was in the bathroom, bro. Things were going a little crazy.
Cool, man.
You know, you hang out with your friends late at night. You go back to the 70s, and then you're, have mercy. Sorry.
What is going on? Those are the 3 faces of Theron right here. I like it. Okay, so Survivor Series 2017, live from San Antonio, Texas, I believe. No, Houston Center in Texas. Wow, Houston, Texas. Sorry, my bad. Opening match, prelim match. Opening, Enzo Amore defends his belt versus Kalisto. I'll go first on this one. I think Enzo's going to take it. I feel like they're building the whole 205 Live show around him. Every segment on Raw and 205 Live is basically around Enzo. I'd be shocked if they gave Kalisto the belt back. Let's go to Anthony. What do you think about this match? Enzo at 205 versus Kalisto, who came back down to 205. What do you think?
I can't believe I'm saying this. Enzo.
Theron, who do you got in this match?
I got to go with the certified G and a bona fide stud. I'm picking Enzo Amore. All the way.
Enzo Amore all the way.
No funny business either.
Straight up? Wow.
Yeah, because, I mean, you know, we got a couple of haters. He's got this.
First, I think it's the only match where it doesn't feature a Raw versus SmackDown wrestler. Looks like it. Next match, the IC champion, The Miz, versus the United States champion, Baron Corbin. Theron, who do you got in this one, in this SmackDown versus Raw feud? This
is a very tough match to predict because, you know, I just don't see the entertainment. They didn't really build this one much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with the Miz only because, you know, he's just that guy right now. You know, like I really think he needs a main event run sometime in 2018. Miz for Universal Champion. Corbin,
you heard it first.
You know, he's still kind of in the burial. He's not going to lose his title, so if he loses, whatever. If he wins, it's like, you know, yeah. So I'm going to go with the Miz.
Yeah, I'll go next. This is impossible to call because like heel versus heel, and then that might be the only heel versus heel match we get of the night. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Corbin probably needs to win more, but I think Miz deserves to win more. So I'll go with Miz on this one. But I don't know how he's gonna. Maybe with some distraction from the Miz Taraj, he'll beat Corbin. And Corbin loses all the time in big matches, so it's not like it's gonna damage him too much. Anthony, who you got, Miz or Corbin?
I think Miz is going to win clean. I don't think there's going to be any shenanigans from Miz Taraj. Because that would make Miz look really good. Like, I don't need shenanigans to beat the U.S. champ. And not to say that the U.S. title isn't worth anything. I think AJ definitely, brought prestige to that title. But I just don't really give two hoots about Corbin.
Another toss-up match. Raw's Women's Champion Alexa Bliss versus SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair. Anthony, who do you got in this? Bliss or Flair?
Oh,
it's tough.
Whew, wow, dude, I gotta go with Charlotte Flair. She's just, a dominating athlete.
Mm-hmm.
And I like Alexa Bliss a lot. I just don't see how she could hold up against Charlotte Flair.
Theron, who you got in this one? Flair or Bliss? What's your breakdown?
After watching 30 for 30, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and seeing the passion with which Charlotte competes, which isn't even, it wasn't even her dream to do this, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows what her dream was? It could have just been drinking beer for the rest of her life. I don't know. Apparently,
with James Storm,
raging partier out here, right here in Charlotte, North Carolina, baby.
Getting that cheap pop.
Oh yeah, all night long. She just won at home here in her hometown of Charlotte, North Carolina, baby. So why would Alexa Bliss need to pin Charlotte Flair? There's no reason. She doesn't lose any validity. So I'm going to go with Charlotte. I mean, they got to keep her hot. She's the new women's champion on SmackDown Live. She's going with the whole face thing for now until she turns heel somehow, which would be cooler. I'm going to pick Charlotte Flair just because she's the superior athlete, dude, and she's doing it for Reed Flair. Rest in peace.
Man, I think both of you are right. All the momentum is with Charlotte Flair. She just won the title on Tuesday, so to have her lose on Sunday would be really, really odd. But and since we all agree on the first two matches, I'll go Alexa Bliss here. The invasion on Tuesday night of Raw into SmackDown was pretty good, and one of the best parts was having the Raw women's team hold up Charlotte Flair while Alexa Bliss punched her right in the face. It didn't even look like a slap; it looked like a punch. It looked pretty damn good. It's pretty impressive because she's 5 foot and Charlotte's nearly 6 foot, and it'll be a cool visual on Sunday. So I'll go Alexa Bliss by some kind of cheating method, or maybe count out or something, some kind of shenanigans, because there's no way she should beat Charlotte straight up. So I'll pick Bliss in the upset.
All right.
Just to be different. Next up,
good for Total Divas.
True. Oh yeah, could be good for Total Divas.
Next year, not right now. Next season when they do their, whatever.
Next up, another toss-up. Raw Tag Team Champions Cesaro and Sheamus versus SmackDown Tag Team Champions the Usos. Who went first last? Anthony went first last time, so let's go. Theron, who do you got in this match? Usos or the Bar?
Look, man, I don't know why you guys want to do this. I don't know why we do this. I don't know why even ask the question. You know who the hottest tag team is in the WWE right now. It's not Breezango. Mm-hmm. It's not the Ascension. Mm-hmm. It's not the Good Brothers. It's not the New Day. It's not the Shield. Mm-hmm. It's not the Bar. And it's not Paranoid. It's obviously the Usos. Are you kidding me? They're on such a wave. Not only are they 4-time tag team champions, maybe even 5. I don't even know anymore. Mm-hmm. But their character is killing it. It's way more entertaining than Sheamus rumbling on and Pippin and doodly doing in his kilt with a mouth guard in his mouth. Why does he do that?
What part of the character teeth are busted, bro?
I don't give a.
Nope.
I don't care. All right. I understand that you wrestle with the mouth guard, but don't talk with it in your mouth.
He can't talk otherwise, dude. His teeth are busted, bro.
You can't talk without a mouth guard. I don't believe that one bit.
All right, whatever, dude.
Horrible. Listen, the Usos are winning this match. I don't know how else to explain it to you. The Bar would only win if they cheated, and they're gonna lose straight up. Usos won.
Anthony, who do you got? The red SmackDown, the red brand or the blue brand in this one?
Dude, I gotta go with my boys Jimmy and Jay Uso.
I can't believe how far the Usos have turned on everyone on this podcast. They used to be so
they're so good now, dude. They're so good, especially on Total Divas, dude. Jimmy Uso, love Jimmy Uso, dude. Love Jimmy Uso.
Man, I want to be different again, but I don't see the Bar winning. I think the Usos have too much.
Tired of the Bar, dude. It's all because of Sheamus.
Yes, exactly. I agree. I'm sick of like they don't need to be a tag team anymore, but they don't have anything else for them. It's like
it's a tough spot.
Cesaro could do so much as a singles competitor, and Sheamus can too. He's a WWE and World Heavyweight Champion, but the Bar is just.
I think it's run its course. Yeah, I mean they're great in the ring, but character wise, it's kind of it's like Theron says, kind of stale. They're doing the same stuff over and over again. They have great matches. I think Sunday will be a great match. But
the match will be sick. I'm sure it will be awesome. It's just you just can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. And I guess they only got the titles because they wanted to do Shield versus New Day.
Yeah,
but I'm still kind of bummed about that. But whatever.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the Shield versus the New Day, the Shield comes back in their full form. Ambrose, Reigns, and Seth Rollins, and they take down the New Day, Big E, Kofi, and Xavier Woods. I'll go first in this one. I mean, this is now the first official pay-per-view. The Shield's back. They're supposed to be at TLC, and then all that craziness went down of sicknesses and Kurt Angle stepping in and all that jazz. So I think it's going to be the Shield in this one, but this is going to be another match of the night, maybe match of the year candidate, having these 6 dudes wrestle with their chemistry they have together in the ring between teams. It's going to be really good. So I'm pumped for this match, even though I think the New Day is going to lose, which I love the New Day. You guys may hate the New Day. I like the New Day, but I think the Shield is going to romp. Anthony, who do you got? Shield or?
Dude, I'm all about the Shield, brother. I ain't messing around with no New Day. Hate the New Day, dude. I still hate the New Day. Still hate the New Day, dude. Just whatever. Dude. No New Day. No.
They're so good. Theron, who do you got? Shield or New Day?
I should make this more difficult than it is. I should give the New Day every chance to win this match.
Mm-hmm.
I should say they're one of the greater factions in modern day history because they are, unfortunately, when it comes to. But I'm not going to do that. You are talking about probably one of the most, if not actually the most dominant factions in modern day history right now. The Shield. Look at their track record. Look at what they did to everyone they faced before. I don't think they ever lost. They didn't. As they never lost, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, correct me.
I think they lost to the Wyatt family once in like one of the best matches at Elimination
Nobody
Chamber.
Remembers that because Bray Wyatt is a glorified jobber, so no one cares.
It was cool at the time. Okay, sorry.
The Shield will win this match. They may not decimate them like they did Evolution, but I'm telling you what, man, they got to win. The only reason they don't win is if Dean Ambrose pulls the dirtiest double cross.
Oh, gosh.
And double crosses Seth, but not Roman, and starts that feud.
What
I don't think they'll do that till after Roman.
What if Dean double crosses the Shield and joins the New Day?
I would really, really be upset with that. That is a horrible idea.
I don't know what
the dumbest thing ever. I think I was thinking double crossing shenanigans from the Shield and the New Day. Maybe Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn get involved in that match, but they might save whatever they're doing for the 5-on-5. I picked the Shield though.
The only thing that made me think of is when in No Mercy, where you could give people they can go back and like edit the characters, so you can make like Triple H like do the Too Cool dance or something, or The Rock do the Undertaker's.
No Mercy.
That's like Dean Ambrose doing.
Great game, man.
Dean Ambrose doing the New Day mannerisms, like humping stuff and feeding people cereal. That'd be funny. Anywho, first Survivor Series, traditional Survivor Series match. Team Raw, Alicia Fox, Nia Jax, Asuka, Sasha Banks, and Bayley versus Team SmackDown, Becky Lynch, Carmella, Naomi, Tamina, and a mystery person who do not know yet.
Mystery person?
Yeah. There's some rumors who it could be. But
what are those rumors?
Paige. Ooh, a Bellic. That could be a good rumor too, man.
Ooh.
I thought Paige wasn't coming around till after Survivor Series.
That's what they're saying. They said they were supposed to be on Raw too, but she never showed up. So I don't know. Yeah, it could be Paige for Team SmackDown or a Bella twin, which would be not Brie Bella because she's still
or it's James Ellsworth.
That would be a great swerve.
Or but it's AJ Lee, not CM Punk.
Oh, nice. We swerved a swerve right there.
She left on semi-good terms, didn't she?
She did, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, semi-good terms. It's hard because like the WWE's suing her husband, so I don't know. I don't know.
Right, the doctor. The doctor's suing the husband, not the WWE.
Yeah, rumors the WWE's like supporting the doctor of his legal cause, but anywho, that's a podcast for a different time. Theron, who do you got? Team Raw women or Team SmackDown women?
I've gone with a lot of the blue brand.
Mm-hmm.
So on this one, there's only one word: Asuka.
True.
And then on top of Asuka, you got Nia Jax.
True.
And then you got Bayley.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't even know who else is on the team, but it doesn't even matter because they have Asuka.
True. That's the ultimate difference maker.
Team Raw. Look, Team SmackDown could eliminate everyone but Asuka, and I would pick her to beat all 5 of them by herself. All 5 of them alone. I'm telling you right now what's going to happen. Team Raw is going to go down to either just Asuka or Asuka and one other person. That person gets eliminated. Then it's 4-on-1, and Asuka destroys all of them.
Wait a second. Didn't that happen with Ziggler one time?
He didn't destroy all of them, but yes.
Oh, he did, yeah. And that's when Sting came out.
Yeah, Sting helped save
Ziggler.
He got the corporation off TV or whatever they were called. Whatever Triple H is. What is Triple H? They're not called the corporation. They're called
the Authority. That is true. Oh, man.
Damn true.
Anthony, who do you got? Team Raw or Team SmackDown in this one?
He's going to take Team SmackDown because of
Becky.
Becky.
Dude, I want to so bad. But, dude, Asuka, bro. Oh.
Asuka trumps Becky Lynch. I never thought I'd see the day.
She's just so unstoppable. Yeah, I got to go with Team Raw, dude. I got to go with Team Raw.
Make it a sweep, man. I got to go Team Raw. I think, Asuka's a difference maker. If Asuka was on Team SmackDown, it'd be a totally different story. If she would have went to SmackDown, but she went to Raw, and now Raw has that clear-cut advantage. No matter who they pick for their mystery opponent, I think it doesn't make a difference because Asuka's Asuka. Next, a bonus question. What do you think is going to be the main event? Do you think it's going to be Brock Lesnar and AJ Styles, or do you think it's going to be the men's Survivor Series matchup? Theron?
Definitely going with the men's Survivor Series matchup.
I think that's going to go on last.
I told you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not buying Brock Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
AJ Styles. I'm buying AJ Styles all the way 127,000 million%. Because AJ Styles is going to give you a great match. Because AJ Styles is the best wrestler on the planet right now. Because AJ Styles is phenomenal. Because AJ Styles came from TNA and all those other places. Because AJ Styles started one of the greatest factions in wrestling right now in the Bullet Club.
True.
But when it comes to Brock Lesnar, he's just there for the money, man. He's a prize fighter. A prize fighter. Labeled that by Paul Heyman. So you can be the reigning, defending, undisputed Universal Champion all you want. But when it comes time to fight, bro, you only give us 10 minutes of match. I'm not buying that as the main event. I'm sorry. If you're smart, you go with the 5-on-5. Because so many more things can happen.
Anthony, what do you think is going to go on last? Championship match or the Survivor Series match?
I think the championship match.
Mm-hmm.
That's a dumb idea.
I don't think.
Let it. It is the champ.
Brock Lesnar's not going to give you a good match, bro. Ask Dean Ambrose.
It is.
Ask. This is going to be Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke Nakamura 3. 1 and 2. They were horrible.
Can't believe Shinsuke lost, dude.
No, it's still so sad. I agree the championship match should go on last because it's the championship match, but I think they're going to go with the Survivor Series match. But I
get
think
you guys' point. I don't. What's AJ Styles going to do to Brock Lesnar?
I could get tossed around, make a comeback. I mean, the thing I agree with your Brock Lesnar point. I think a lot of people are saying he's phoning it in the last 6 months or so, which I mean, his feud with Goldberg, he kind of phoned it in. I mean, so his SummerSlam match was pretty good, but it's mostly him taking bumps and then going on an ambulance and coming back. So I don't know. I don't know what we'll get with him on Sunday. If he can't get a match out of AJ Styles, then who can you get a match out of with?
Maybe we're wrong. Maybe maybe he just decides not to be lazy. But I don't see him train. We never see him train.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't come around. He's not on week to week. He's not on tour. He's just chilling at home with Sable. They're doing their thing.
Not a bad life for a man.
No, it's not like Survivor Series is WrestleMania. It's a big four, but it's like no one controls Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar controls Brock Lesnar.
True.
So what he wants to do is what he's going to do. And I just don't think he's going to give us what we want. He might give us a decent match, but he's not going to give us AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
I'm just going to say this now. I think this might be Lesnar's last year.
Mm-hmm.
Is his contract up soon?
Well, no, I'm just maybe. I don't know, but I think to your point, Theron, I think you share a lot of the same feelings that everybody else shares, right? Like, he doesn't come around. He isn't there often enough. And I think people are kind of over the Lesnar hype. I think he was good for the last couple of years because he was unstoppable. But now you've got guys like Braun Strowman. Now you've got guys like Samoa Joe. Now you've got guys like AJ Styles. You got guys like Kevin Owens, Shinsuke Nakamura, Bobby Roode. I mean, now you have a roster of guys that are totally heavy hitters. Finn Balor, that are absolutely worth promoting as your top guy. I think Brock Lesnar was a great float guy, but I think it's over now. I think it's done. And I think after this WrestleMania, because of course they have to have the only two men to defeat The Undertaker at WrestleMania, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. Of course they're going to have that, but I think after this WrestleMania, I think it's done. I think Lesnar can fade into the sunset and just live out his life as just, you had a great run, but unless you're willing to come back full time, we just don't need you anymore.
Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, that's a really good theory. So, Anthony, what's your pick for this match?
AJ Styles, dude, for sure.
You think he's going to win? Oh, wow.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Remember when Brock jobbed so hard to Goldberg? Do you remember that?
I think that was last Survivor Series.
You guys remember when he jobbed?
Yeah.
He jobbed so hard. He jobbed. He straight up bricked. Straight up. Just so it shows that he can be beat, right? It shows that you can get the best of him, and he lost. So I think he's totally capable of losing, and I think he's totally capable of losing to AJ Styles. Or what's going to happen is, okay, here's my prediction, right? Okay. If AJ Styles doesn't win, AJ Styles will be the first to kick out of an F5.
Ooh. That's pretty good. That'd be a good feather in his cap, man. I think if they had balls, WWE would let Styles win because he's going to be the long-term player with the company.
Yep.
He's getting up there in age too, but at least he's more dedicated to pro wrestling than Brock Lesnar. So, I mean, if they had the balls, I'd go with Styles. But
cojones.
Yeah, that'd be a good swerve. That'd be almost as big a swerve as Goldberg beating Brock Lesnar the first time, which was just random and out of nowhere. But
2016 was an odd year, bro.
It was really an odd year, but I'll go Lesnar with this one because I don't think the WWE has the cojones. Theron, who do you think, Lesnar or Styles?
There's this whole thing, rumor-wise, that they want to build Lesnar as just one F5. You can beat me up all you want to. You can have me put me through a table, stretch your job, one F5. I just got to get you up in the air one time and hit you with one F5. I feel like he doesn't get that F5.
Wow.
Oh, he doesn't even get it?
AJ Styles is too fast. He doesn't get the F5. He gets him up there. He squirms out of it. AJ Styles wins. He's not putting him in the Styles Clash. I don't even know if he really uses that. You know, a crazy phenomenal forearm or something.
Mm-hmm.
Just because this is the year of the blue brand, or at least trying to build them up.
Yeah.
Because they've had a really, really crappy year since the realigning or the shakeup. The shakeup really kind of just threw, you know, after the shakeup, Jinder Mahal becomes a WWE champion. We lived with that for 6 months. That was supposed to be because of a tour in India, which he's not even the champion anymore for. You know, it would just make SmackDown that much more like, hey, we actually are legit, you know, and you're going to want to see Bobby Roode and all that stuff. So if Lesnar doesn't hit the F5, then the excuse can be Lesnar never got to the F5. So he can still remain the guy that beats everyone with one F5 because he's going to have to feud with somebody after the Survivor Series before they get to the Roman Reigns story because it's too far away.
I like
so
it.
I'm going to go on the try and say they'll pull out, they'll go with Styles. You know, I know Raw's supposed to be flagship, but let's get crazy. Let's do stuff we don't do.
Let's get crazy.
They have gone crazy all the title changes the last few weeks, so why not, man?
So you're going with AJ?
Yeah, he said Styles. Yeah, I wrote down Styles.
Oh yeah, I'm picking AJ Styles, man. I don't know how he's going to do it. I mean, he's only 5'10", Lesnar 6'3", beast, phenomenal. Maybe the story of the phenomenal beast conqueror. I don't know.
It should be cool, man. I should see how they mesh in the ring. Okay, the main event: Team Raw of Kurt Angle, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, and Triple H versus Team SmackDown: Shane McMahon, Randy Orton, Bobby Roode, Shinsuke Nakamura, and John Cena. I guess I'll go first in this one. Man, both teams are really stacked. Like we were saying this before Theron came on. It's just hard. It's like an all-star game. It's literally like an all-star. It's like everyone has had like a major title or main evented major pay-per-views before. It's just wild. So it's going to be tough to see these guys picked off one by one, but I guess that adds a ton of intrigue to the match. So which team needs to win more? Man, I'd love to see Team SmackDown win because it, just like you said, they are the underdog. People keep calling them the B show. They're only 2 hours. They don't get as much attention from Vince McMahon, yada, yada, yada. So I'm going to go with Team SmackDown. I don't know how they're going to eliminate Braun Strowman. I think that's like the male version of Asuka. But he's been eliminated from Rumbles before, and he's been pinned before. So, but he's coming in hot too. So, yeah, I'm going to take Team SmackDown in the upset. And Team SmackDown won last year too. So that'd be 2 years in a row for Team SmackDown. So I think that kind of makes it even more difficult to pick Team SmackDown. To see them beat Raw 2 years in a row would be really shocking. But I'll go Team SmackDown here. Let's go with Anthony next. Anthony, who you got? Team Raw or Team SmackDown?
Oh, Team SmackDown all the way. You got Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh, you got Bobby Roode. Yes, Bobby Roode, John Cena. Ooh, John Cena. Yeah, you got that Shane McMahon. Yeah, Shane. Yeah. Last guy, who else?
Randy Orton.
Ooh, the Viper. I don't really give a crap about Randy Orton, but yeah, all right, he's cool.
His finisher is really powerful in the WWE universe. If it was like a video game, like his finisher is like a 99 out of 100.
Yeah, he takes you from special to blue immediately.
Yeah, exactly. Back to No Mercy references. All right, we got 2 Team SmackDown picks. Theron, is it a sweep or do you got Team Raw? Kurt Angle leading the charge and Triple H.
I was going Team Blue all the way.
Mm-hmm.
I was, but then you pointed out that they won last year.
They did, man. I don't remember watching it. I just remember Shane taking a spear and getting severely concussed.
Yeah, dude,
he did die.
That was just horrible, man.
They just took him out of the match, dude. They were like, you don't even touch this man. Just leave him alone."
I want to go back and watch it. Watch it again. I want to go back and watch that before Sunday if I can. If I have time, just go back watch that match. I don't remember how it played out, but yeah, team.
I don't know if you'll have time, man. This is a 6-hour pay-per-view altogether. Anyway, I gotta go. I mean, come on, you got lethargic, slower. You know, this isn't 97, 98, 99, or 2000. But you got the game,
and
an Olympic gold medalist. And then if that's not enough, you have Braun freaking Strowman on your team. And then if you don't even have enough with those three, you have Samoa Joe, who chokes people for fun. Not even because he doesn't like you. It's just for fun. I'm going to choke you out because I feel like choking someone and you're here. And then Finn Balor versus Shinsuke Nakamura, who's lost his last 2 title matches. Bobby Roode, who's on a winning streak. Who are the other 2? Shane McMahon lost his last match. Who else is on their team?
Randy Orton and John Cena.
Randy Orton. Well, I guess he's been winning, but he's been beating Rusev. And John Cena, who lost his last big match. So, I don't think the odds are in the favor of the blue team. Just saying. I'm going to go with Team Raw. Stephanie McMahon wants heads on platters. She is basically, what is that little kid's name from Game of Thrones? I don't remember his name. Joffrey. She is Joffrey. And if she's not Joffrey, then she's Cersei. She wants heads on platters, bro. And she's going to get them.
That's true. And there could be some outside interference from a couple people.
KO and Sami Zayn are supposed to do something somewhere in this pay-per-view. Not necessarily in that match, but somewhere.
Rusev may get mad. Like you said, he's feuding for Orton. Bray Wyatt may get involved for Team Raw to be down their downfall. Jason Jordan could be
Strowman could walk out on the team. You know, he's a wild card.
It's true. A lot of X factors. Anthony, how are we doing on time?
We have a couple minutes left. I don't think we're gonna have time to do our fantasy draft. I think
that's all good.
We can put on. We can just put that on Facebook, or we can make a meme or something. And
go for it now.
All right, spitballing. Super fast. I would take Bobby Fish. I would take Bobby Roode.
It's a snake style draft. What are you doing?
Oh shit! I'm just got spitball, bro.
Go, Bobby.
If you take Bobby Fish first, I'll take oh gosh, I'll take AJ Styles first.
Oh, good pick. Aleister Black.
Ooh. Okay, and you get a second pick there because you're at the end of the round.
Oh, sweet! It's a snake style draft, baby. Wait, Aleister Black, and you have who? Bobby Fish, and you have who?
Tommy's got AJ
Styles.
You took Styles, you son of a bitch. Sorry. I'm gonna go with Samoa Joe.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Finn Balor then.
Damn it.
Anthony, who you got next?
Adam Cole, baby.
And Anthony, since it's a snake style draft, you get another pick. Next pick too.
I'm gonna go with Kevin Owens.
Wait, you had their alliance, and you didn't pick. You didn't pick Kyle O'Reilly.
No, dude, I don't want O'Reilly.
Okay, I pick Carl Anderson.
What?
Okay, Theron, who do you got?
Bobby Roode.
And you get another pick because it's the end of the round.
Oh, sweet. I get 2 picks back to back. Well, skibbity-bee and skibbity-wee. I'm going with the architect, Seth Rollins.
Oh, nice. Okay, and I'll take Luke Gallows.
Good pick. Good brothers are out.
Yeah, I got the Good Brothers. Anthony, who you got? You got Fish, Cole, and Owens.
John Cena.
Wow. Okay, that's gonna be interesting. And Theron, Anthony, to finish your team, last pick.
Can I pick Sting?
I guess he's still on the roster. Sure, man. Why not? We're going by the seat of our pants here.
Well, I'm taking Sting. That's my pick.
All right, I'm picking Roman Reigns. And then Theron, with your last pick, you have
every big dog needs a big fight, so I'm going with the monster among men, Braun Strowman.
Wow, that was a quick draft. That was a speed round draft. To review if we're going a Survivor Series or a War Game style, Anthony has Bobby Fish, Adam Cole, Kevin Owens, John Cena, and Sting versus AJ Styles, Finn Balor, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, and Roman Reigns versus Aleister Black, Samoa Joe, Bobby Roode, Seth Rollins, and Braun Strowman.
Yo, my team's lit.
Oh wow, that's okay, man. That's good. I like it.
One thing, real quick before we end the show, do you think there will be a run-in with Carmella?
Oh, like a cash-in. Oh, that's a good question, man. I didn't even think about that. That'd be great, man.
And she could pick. She could take her pick. So ultimately, the person that isn't getting cashed in on could ultimately help her get either the Raw Women's title or the SmackDown Women's title.
Charlotte wouldn't help her.
That's true. Yeah,
she might walk away.
I don't know, man. Maybe she would help her and turn heel. I don't. That's a good idea,
but just like, all right, like you're not beating me up. All right, go ahead and beat up.
Have a briefcase now. Yeah,
I'd love if she cashed it on Alexa Bliss, even though people rooting for Team SmackDown are like wanting. It'd be cool if she just crossed over like that. That would make it add a different element to the Money in the Bank briefcase and make it that much cooler and make Baron Corbin look that much stupider for wasting it already.
Those two girls need to beat the living crap out of each other then. Or not living. They got to beat each other up really bad. And then she could take her pick.
Yeah.
What if they beat the crap out of each other and she just comes out and it's like,
even to tease it would be good, just to add another element to the pay-per-view.
Yeah, something, man. That would be wild because I for 5 seconds I forgot she had that thing. I knew she did, but I kind of forgot because it's like Ellsworth got released and I'm just like, why was he relevant? Oh yeah, he was carrying the briefcase.
That's funny.
She still has it.
She does. Yeah. She still has it.
It's still up for grabs.
I thought she would have cashed it in by now, honestly. I thought she'd have already been a women's champion.
Yeah.
But
that's good.
Where would you want her to go? Would you want her to go to Raw and feud with Asuka? Or would you want her to stay on SmackDown?
She would get destroyed by Asuka.
Whoever fights Asuka for that title is going to get destroyed by Asuka. We already know this. We're just trying to figure out what'll be the best storyline. Carmella talking smack to Asuka or Alexa Bliss talking smack to Asuka? Carmella feuding with Charlotte.
I wish Carmella would feud with Emma. Emma
got released. Too. That's sad.
You turned that while you were in Miami or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's sad too, man.
Yeah, that is sad. She was so hot. Oh my god.
All right, we should end this show. Thank you for listening to the Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Podcast. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube and of course on iTunes and Podbean. Exclusive live listening. If you subscribe to the YouTube page, you will get an email of when we go live for the live tapings. But of course, we thank all of our fans from all over the world for listening to the show. Be sure to share the show with a friend. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And elbow drop the planet.
We miss you, Summer Rae. Come back home to Charlotte, baby. Come back to the Carolinas.
I got nothing to add.